Okay, good evening. Welcome everyone to the December 3rd, 2019 Board of Education meeting. I would like to officially call this meeting to order. And Reverend Vic Weaver is not with us tonight, so we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone would please stand, we will be joined by the Forest Hills JROTC. Okay, Board, we will now have approval of the agenda.
I have an amendment to the agenda. I'd like to pull 5L off of the consent agenda. Pull off to put as a separate item, sorry.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. I move that we approve the amended agenda.
Okay, and what we will do is right after consent and before the superintendent's report, we will discuss L. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, board members, if everyone will please join me at the front, we will have the John H. Crowder Service Award for the month of December.
Good evening. The late John H. Crowder spent more than 30 years serving the children of Union County. As a living tribute to him and his legacy, the Union County Board of Education awards the John H. Crowder Service Award every month to an outstanding high school student who is making a difference in their school and community. Students who receive this award are not only academically successful, but also have an established history of community service. Tonight, we award the John H. Crowder Service Award to a very special student from Forest Hills High School. And Angel Richardson, will you please come forward? Angel is, you can stand back here. I got good stuff to say about you first. Okay. Angel is an exemplary student who, in addition to serving as a mentor, helped start her school's freshman mentoring program. She has also participated in numerous community service projects while serving as a member of student council and is the president of the senior class, a role in which she's responsible for making many important decisions for graduation and senior activities. Angel has not only volunteered through clubs at Forest Hills High School, but she has also been involved in the community through organizations such as Rho Psi Omega, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, the Youth NAACP Monroe Council, National Junior League of Cotillions, and more. In fact, throughout her high school career, she has completed more than 2,000 hours of community service through various organizations in the Marshville community. Angel epitomizes leadership both at the school and in her community, and the Board of Education is very proud to recognize her as the December recipient of the John H. Crowder Service Award. Thank you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Good evening. For the second consecutive year, Union County Public Schools has marked the beginning of the holiday season by hosting the district-wide holiday card contest featuring student artwork. This fall, nearly 500 students across all grade levels submitted their original festive artwork to the competition. Tonight, I'm pleased to present CATA student Emma Rombold, whose design was selected as the winner of this year's contest. Her artwork is now featured as the cover of the Union County Public School holiday card, along with her name, grade, and school. As the district's official holiday card, it will be sent to other school districts and community partners this month. I'd also like to note that the holiday card is available for community members to purchase via the Living Tree link on the district homepage. All proceeds will benefit the art program at CATA. Congratulations, Emma. At this time, I would like to recognize Ms. Christy Williford, principal of Western Union Elementary, not only for being a great principal, but as of last month, the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction named Western Union Elementary a North Carolina Prepared Global Ready School. Western Union Elementary is one of only 10 schools in North Carolina and the second school in Union County to earn the state's Global Ready School distinction. After completing a rigorous application process, Western Union Elementary was recognized for its commitment to prepare students for the world through sustainable strategic planning, initiating and sustaining local and international partnerships, as well as integrating global themes throughout the school's curriculum. Tonight, we are honored to recognize Western Union Elementary for its state recognition of commitment to providing a global education to all its students. Congratulations to Western Union Elementary and its principal, Ms. Christy Williford.
Good evening. Tonight, we're also honored to recognize our outstanding coaches as well as our student athletes who have recently won state championships. First, I'm pleased to announce that the North Carolina High School Athletic Association recently selected Marvin Ridge High School coach Brooke Hammers as his 2018-2019 Volleyball Coach of the Year. Coach Hammers was recognized for leading the sport, shaping athletes, and contributing to her community in a positive way. Congratulations, Coach Hammers. I'm also pleased to announce that the North Carolina High School Athletic Association also selected Cuthbertson High coach Dustin Allen as its 2018-2019 State Girls Indoor Track Coach of the Year. Coach Allen was also recognized for his performance as a coach both on and off the field, as well as his positive work that he has done with the athletes in the program. Congratulations, Coach Allen. And now I'd like to recognize our outstanding student athletes who have recently won a state championship, and Coach Walsh is going to do that tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Houlihan and the board for having us here again. It's very cool to come out to the Board of Education meeting every year, right? Thanks also, Mr. Stout, for always being there for us, our principal at Cuthbertson. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go when we're doing something important, Mr. Stout is there. And so really, really appreciate that. Okay, so we're here to talk about the exceptional young women of Cuthbertson High School. I'll tell you a little bit about some of the numbers in a second, but before we get there, I will tell you none of that, and this probably won't surprise you, happens without a mountain of hard work. And so just as all of us as parents can appreciate when so many of us, I was one of them, teenagers are asleep until way too long on Sunday mornings. These guys are up every morning by 6:30 a.m. getting ready to go out and work for this team. And it started in June and it ended on November 9th was the state championship. But just a ton of work went into everything that they did. To talk about some of the things that they did, some things that happened this year, we had a new school record holder. Miss Gabriela Castro ran an 18:01 at the state championship to finish second. So awesome job, Gabriela. We had a new school record for scoring average. So I don't know how many of you guys have run 5Ks in the past, but probably most of us have run 5Ks. So you can appreciate what times mean, particularly when you get onto a trail with hills and turns and routes and it's harder to run. This year's ladies had a scoring average of 18:31, which is super fast. New school record there as well. They were the conference champs, they were the regional champs, and they were the state champs for the second straight year. So all very cool things for the Cuthbertson ladies. So those are all numbers, but I'm going to close with one last number. And this was one that I compiled today because it's so telling of what makes these guys exceptional. You'll never guess what the grade point average is for the ladies sitting in front of you right now. The average GPA for the 11 young ladies sitting in front of you is 4.29. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, student athletes first, and we're super proud of you guys. So, ladies, when I call your name, if you would come on up and shake hands with the board. Marissa Bosland, freshman. Lily Nasta, freshman. Alyssa Presano, freshman. Gabriela Castro, senior. Tori Bridgeforth, junior. Leah Helms, junior. Aveen O'Shea, senior. Caitlin St. Hilaire, junior. Madeline Hill, junior. And Charlie Montalvo, a sophomore. Okay, we're working on it. I know. Yeah, you can do it. Thank you so much.
Dr. Houlihan, Board of Education, that concludes our recognitions for this evening.
I said it's coming out.
Okay, we did not have anyone sign up for public comments tonight, so that brings us to approval of the open session minutes from November 5th.
I move that we approve the open session meeting minutes from November 5th.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. And now the consent agenda without L.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. And now we will discuss the Cuthbertson interlocal agreement.
So we discussed this in facilities, and just to keep everybody up to date, this is to allow them to build a library on part of the Cuthbertson land, 16 acres of it. One of the things that we want to do is make sure that it's always going to be used for a library. And I think that's one of the things you'll see in here. That if it ever ceases to be a library, that we get the land back to keep the fact that we have 2 schools next to it is a big deal. The other thing that we talked about was the sidewalk from the middle school over to the library, and that's something in there. You'll see that right now we've suggested a year after it's been built to put the sidewalk into the building. Those are really the 2 big things that are going on, but this is the agreement as it is now. So I make a motion to approve the interlocal agreement as structured pursuant to the changes.
And just to clarify, the deed restriction you're looking for is that it would always remain as a library?
Right. So in 5.2, either the double I comes out or we put deed restrictions in.
Just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
So if everybody sees that on page 5, right, we can deed restrict it or we can take that out.
And just so the board is aware, the version that I've received back from the county attorneys has basically adopted most of what we've recommended in here, the changes that I've proposed. The only issue is the discussion of deed restrictions, which would be that it would remain a library.
And they have not agreed to that yet?
We've not discussed the specifics of
What the deed restrictions would be?
Correct.
Okay. So with all that said, I would make a motion to approve the interlocal agreement with respect to the Cuthbertson land for use by the county of the library, subject to final negotiations that Michelle will make. It was unanimous out of facilities.
I'll second that.
Okay.
We don't need it.
Any questions from the board for the facilities committee?
I have a quick question. We may not know the answer. Michelle, maybe through your discussions, have we had any indication from the county, their intention, when they intend to start construction, if this is approved and worked out?
That's in the contract, that they have to start building within 3 years, but it has to be done by 4 years, correct?
Correct.
Have they indicated they might start sooner than that?
Mark? No?
I don't think they know, that they haven't even really done much work to be prepared.
And then they would have to put it out to bid and all the.
Correct.
So this says that the opening date cannot be more than 4 years after the effective date of the agreement.
When this originally came to the board, they were asking for 5 acres. How did it get to 16 acres? And what, do they need 16?
Yes. Mhm. Essentially, they do. They might build an amphitheater at some point in time and stuff like that. And the other thing that we talked about is we have since the cross-country team was just here, the cross-country course is part of it is on that property and making sure that it either stays where it is or if it gets moved. And maybe Mark can speak to that since they were just here.
Nelson Garner and I met with the athletic directors at both the middle and the high school and went over the effect that the building would have on the cross-country trail. They have been out and walked the trail. So the 2 areas of concern that we had initially, one of them is already been taken care of. They're just going to kind of make a turn right and make a loop and come back. The other one would be in the woods, and essentially the trail goes down and makes a loop and comes back. And our initial review, or the coach's initial review of that, would be to just extend that loop. So they don't foresee any problem with that. I had a conversation with Brian Matthews last week about that and told him the types of things we would need to be made whole. It may involve a bridge or putting in a small culvert to transition across a stream feature, but we don't see anything that's a problem.
Okay. The consideration for this agreement is that we would have joint use which is all listed on page 6 of the property.
Are there any other questions?
We didn't need a second because it came out of facilities.
Okay, so we have that on the record. So it comes out of facilities, does not require a second. If there are no other questions or comments, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Seeing none, okay, 8-0. Okay, we will now have the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, in keeping with UCPS's track record of winning in championship athletic seasons, Weddington High School has advanced to the regional finals and will play Watauga this Friday at Weddington High School. And we all want to say best of luck to Weddington High School and great job to that team, the coaching staff, parents, and administration on a great season so far. And we look forward to hopefully seeing them come to the board meeting soon for another state championship. As many of you may know, the state of North Carolina has adopted the Sandy Hook Promise Say Something Anonymous reporting system for middle and high school students. UCPS has been working to train staff and students on this system. We will actually begin rolling that system out December the 23rd. That is the date that the state has given UCPS as our rollout date. Parents have received Connect Ed messages about the training. We're going to have more information coming out to students, to schools, to parents. This will be one more tool that our students will have available to them with regards to safety. And we do want to let you know that the current UCPS tip line is still available and will remain in place for students and parents in the community. So particularly for our elementary age students, we still have a feature, an anonymous tip line feature for that. Also want to say happy holidays. I cannot believe we're back from a quick Thanksgiving break and then 3 more weeks and we're back off again. This will be our last meeting before the winter break. So I wanted to take a moment to say happy holidays to the board, to our public and our families. Please have a great next kind of 2.5 weeks. Give it your all in school, and then we'll see you back on January the 6th. And finally, I want to offer on behalf of our entire team our condolences to the Navarro family over the Thanksgiving break. We lost 2 students in a tragic car accident. We want to offer our condolences to that family and to the staff at Porter Ridge High School and Monroe High Schools. And I want to let the family know that we are all here to support them. Thank you to a handful of our board members and staff who went to the services tonight. We very much appreciate that. And again, our many condolences. So board members, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Houlihan. And that brings us to policies for first review. Ms. Morris.
Good evening. Before you, you have 3 policies, current policies for review and 3 proposed new policies for review. And if you have any questions, I'm available to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have a closed session decision. It's already on the addendum's already on. The land, okay.
It's on the consent.
Board comments? I will begin by saying in consent tonight, we did approve the calendars for 2020 and 2021 for parents that I know will probably be wanting to take a look at those over the holidays. We get a request for that. So, you know, everyone please be aware that we did approve the 2020-21 calendar. So you can take a look at that. I assume it'll be posted by tomorrow on our website. We should also mention that our high school programs expo is going to be on Saturday morning at Porter Ridge Middle School from 9:30 to 1 p.m., where parents can go learn more about our IB program, early college opportunities, our mini academies that are offered at all of our high schools for different vocational trades and certifications that parents and students might want to go learn more about. So that will be on Saturday. And then good luck to all of our 8th and 9th graders who will be taking the PSAT free of charge in Union County Public Schools tomorrow. So I know tomorrow is going to be a big day for our 8th graders and 9th graders. I too would like to send my condolences to the Navarro family and to Monroe High School and Porter Ridge High School communities who are experiencing the loss of 2 of our high school students the day before Thanksgiving. And I want to thank Ms. Sturdivant and Mr. Sides for representing our board with the family at those services this evening so that we could be here. So thank you very much for doing that on behalf of our board. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and we look forward to seeing everyone back in January. No other board comments?
Ms. Merrill, I'll just second the comments. I did, on behalf of the board, express the condolences to Navarro family. I cannot imagine what it would be like to lose a child, let alone 2 in the same incident. So we let them know that we are here to support them and offer our help in any way that we can.
Thank you. Are there any announcements?
Finance Committee will be December 17th at 8:15. Facilities Committee will be on the 18th at 9 a.m.
The Strategic Planning, Information Technology, and Transportation Committee is scheduled to meet December 19th at 7:30 a.m. here at the PDC.
And the Curriculum Committee meeting will meet also on the 17th, right, Dr. Breedlove? 18th at 9 o'clock in this very room.
And our policy.
So wait. We have facilities at 9, so we'll have to work that out. We can go earlier.
And we have the policy committee on December 19th at 9 a.m. following the SPIT committee. Okay. Are there any other announcements? We're all good. I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you so much.